No, not without trauma. Traumas and triggers. I mean, that's what I specialize in.
Yeah, exactly.
Mics are all hot.
Oh man,
Mics are all hot.
mics are hot. We are live, guys.
Oh yeah.
2.5 weeks out from Christmas. We're live.
Holy shit.
That's
Right?
it.
3
No,
weeks?
my
Yeah, it's like- no,
birthday's
2.5.
before that. So I'm like, what?
It's like 3 weeks.
Crazy. Well, you got the Christmas tree up.
Yeah, guys, don't. I know Dustin's been losing weight. Don't gotta tell him.
Yeah,
okay?
but you fuck off.
Don't got to. It's just the shaved face because he took off the beard. Okay?
yeah, for sure. I wish. I don't even want to step on a scale, dude.
No.
No,
Yeah.
I stepped on it like before I started feeling like trash. and
Your
then
voice
I don't
sounds
wanna do it.
lighter.
Yeah, it
too.
does sound
Oh yeah,
It used to sound heavier
Skin feels-
when I
looks whiter,
when I
too.
first met you.
Skin looks whiter, voice went down, lost 15 pounds.
Yeah,
Perfect. Welcome to December.
Yeah,
it's only the second.
Yeah.
Oh
Bum,
man.
bum.
But anyway, guys, we're here, and we're not even gonna announce an episode number because I don't even know what episode.
Yeah,
we're on.
nope, we're on
But
a good
got,
one.
We got a good one,
Yeah,
and
good
we
one.
got Bryson, the woman, the legend, honestly, because she has so much personality.
Too much.
Yeah, and she owns a red light district in town. It just opened, so I guess first off, give us a little rundown on that.
Yeah, what's
what
up
is that?
Okay,
What is that?
so yeah, you gotta love the name, right? The girl
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
personality, the Red Light District Wellness Boutique. So what it is it harnesses light therapy, but the difference in our company is it has 7 lights as opposed to just the red light. So with us, you're actually getting different wavelengths, which is targeting different areas of your skin, your muscles, your cells, all of that. It's really good for post-gym stuff, really. You both need to get in it, especially you.
I got the free discount, guys.
You know,
Hey, Bryson.
you do. You got that. Used to be my trainer. I look this good because of you type deal. Yeah. But it's also a sauna. So you're in it for 30 minutes. It detoxifies you. It regenerates your cells. It just is a one-stop shop for everything, literally. One of my clients had an ingrown hair down there. She got out of it and it was gone.
No,
Yeah. I mean, it detoxifies you.
doesn't make me money though.
It makes me money.
Doesn't make me money though. Is
It
gonna
makes
sprout,
you
like,
prettier.
money, you know?
Yeah, you give me your current clients, and then I have their muscles restored faster,
That's true.
optimal.
You're not wrong.
Right?
That's true.
And then it does lymphatic drainage. You know Renee. She
Yeah.
used to be one of yours. She's actually one of my clients. She comes once a week, and it literally tightens her whole stomach. She had struggled with her, I don't know how much I want to disclose, but
Yeah,
she had
for sure.
struggled with her own issues with her stomach. And when she gets out, it's done. Like, it's just a one-stop shop.
It's because of the water retention there, right? So obviously
Yeah.
it has a sauna and the red light. So what exactly does it do? Like, what are the exact benefits that it'll do for a bodybuilder? Because I guess that's what we're wondering.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Go
so,
over, hit us with it, Bryson.
hit you with it. I'm going to hit you with what your girlfriend wrote me because she's the best. And I knew I would be too nervous. I was like, I need help. I did.
so funny.
I knew that I would be nervous. Reduces muscle soreness and fatigue. Light therapy reduces muscle soreness by easing inflammation and accelerating micro tear repair after exercise. Enhances muscle recovery with light penetration tissues, boosting your mitochondria. Do you know what that is? So that is your like supercell. That is your motherfucking powerhouse cell. And what this does is it activates all of them in your body, especially after a workout, which is really dope. And then
Your
it's
mitochondria from your mom. Did you know that?
I did. No, I did not know that. Do now though.
we're gonna call her and tell her.
We're gonna learn a lot on this podcast today. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting one.
It is. And then it speeds up your healing. So light therapy boosts your collagen and cell regeneration, aiding muscle repair and minor injury recovery.
So I think, as technology grows, there's so many different avenues of, therapy. You got massage, you got chiropractic, and red light is one of the huge ones that I've been seeing actually. And you got to talk to Natalia because she was a huge fan of that, her entire prep actually. She went like twice a week for her entire prep. So make sure
Really?
you reach out to her. And I don't know exactly the difference. I know it sounds better. You got 7 lights. You know?
So it's 7
lights.
lights. Right. And so I don't know, I know enough about color light therapy, but I'm the spiritual one. So you have 7 chakras. Well, every color in the light is the color of your chakras. So it is literally healing you from the inside out. Now, the difference is our sauna heats your core, right? So you're not sweaty. Like when you get into a regular sauna, right, you're sweating on the outside. This is heating you up from the inside out. So it's a different kind of sweat. It's just different all the way around. It's also the only one commercially used in the United States. So it's basically just for the elites right now. And when we got it from Vegas, we were like, why don't we make this available to everyone? Because it is a one-stop shop for healing. Like it literally does everything. On top of there's a text in here. I thought one of the ladies died in it. I couldn't get her to wake up. I walk in and she slumped over like this. I'm like, miss, nothing. Miss, nothing. Miss, what? Huh? What? She texted me. She's like, I really think I left my body and the machine because it just puts you into this state of euphoria, and your spirit, your soul is like, oh, sweet, I get to relax, So that's one of the...
Yeah. So it looks like a spaceship, guys, too.
It does. It really does look like a spaceship.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks really badass.
It does.
Like this whole door opens, there's lights everywhere. It looks like the rainbow. And then you go in it and you come out, and then you automatically like, if you were like 8 out of 10, now you're 11 out of 10.
Yes.
Just from skin. And I'm sure it helps with the skin, right? It detoxifies everything.
Yeah, it does all of that. That's why we bought it. So my mom got in it, and my mother is in her 60s. And you know how when you get the little blood spots and the crepey skin? She got in it for 20 minutes, got out. She had no blood spots, no crepey skin. And my mom looked at my dad, and she said, you're buying that fucking thing. And that was it. Done deal. We bought it. And that's how, and then we brought it over here, and we had it in the living room for a while, selfishly looking beautiful as usual. Were
you guys using it like for a little bit?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Why wouldn't we?
Well, you have to try it out.
You have to try it out.
So that's not only what you do, right?
No,
your therapy. So go over a little bit. You have to do some other.
Yeah, I personally am a Reiki Master EFT practitioner, and this week we're actually coming up with an 8-week program for me to really help my clients. I'm working with several people individually since we launched, and I was afraid to become a spiritual life coach. I don't really know. I don't want to label myself. I help people with traumas and triggers. It's something I'm really good at. I get down to the nitty gritty. I'm not like, hi, let me hold your hand. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Who hurt you when you were a child, and how do we fix this, right? Because there's patterns in everyone's life, there's triggers in everyone's life, and there's traumas in everyone's life. It's inevitable. You have one, you have it, we all have it. It's just whether you're aware of it and whether you want to heal it or not. And if you're someone who wants to heal it, I'm your girl. And if you don't, get in my machine and it'll do its best, right? So I offer the EFT tapping, which is Zoom, my Reiki services. I really hone in on those at home, and I call in angels. I also utilize crystals and things to... So we're all made up of energy. Right. We're all aware of that. We all know that. So EFT tapping is tapping on specific meridian lines. Do you know what your meridian lines are? It's your energy flow. Boom! You got a highway of energy running up and down your fucking body all day, every day. And if your highway is blocked, your energy's blocked and you feel like shit. Do you know what a chakra stands for? Wheel. So if the wheels aren't turning, your energy's not flowing. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So EFT tapping is a sequence of tapping on your acupuncture pressure point. So here is a few. And now you're saying specific things to trigger your mind to allow you to enter into your subconscious to release the trauma and the triggers that is going on. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Sweet.
Okay.
A little bit.
So it's kind of like the Matrix, kind of, you know?
Fuck yeah, it is.
A little bit like the Matrix.
It is.
Something going on internal, and you gotta bring it out. So
you gotta bring it out.
So Apple nerd for the human body, you know what I mean?
pretty much.
Exactly right.
So go to the geek bar.
So 95% of your reality is ran by thoughts that you're not even aware you're thinking.
Yeah.
At all. So that means that you are consciously creating 5% of your reality. Good job. 5% of this. That's a lot of fucking hard work, because 95% of you is working against you, your subconscious. Because until you heal your traumas, your subconscious runs everything. So have you ever heard of Carl Jung? No. He invented shadow work. And one of his sayings is, having is evidence of wanting. So in your reality, if there is something in it that you have, it means there's a part of you deeper that actually wants that. So if you have a shitty relationship and you keep going, I don't want this, I don't fucking want this, there's a part of you that actually does want it, and it's trying to show you what needs to be healed. So we're like intricate little puzzle pieces that I enjoy trying to figure out, well, where does this puzzle go and how does this fit? And then you find the healing. And when you find the healing, I mean, you'll physically feel relief for some people. One couple right now, I'm healing a husband and wife right now. I have them on Wednesday. The husband came first. He did Reiki. We did EFT. I saw him a week later. I said, how's everything at home? He said, worse. I said, fuck. Fuck, I'm not as good as I thought I was. I was like, send me your wife. He said, deal. He sent me the wife. The wife and I had our awesome session. Saw the husband a week later. I said, how are things? He goes, fucking amazing. I love my wife again and she loves me. I went, no fucking shit. All right. Okay, here we go. Because you cannot heal in a place where only one of you is healing.
Yeah.
Because that person just brought all that negative bullshit back, right? Every time you're touching, you're talking, you're exchanging energy constantly. So at night, what you should be doing is I call back all my energy from other times, places, people, and events, and call back your power. The one thing men do, masculine men, which you're both very masculine men, is you give away a lot of your energy without even being aware of it. You give away your power and your energy, and that's why you're always overcompensating it by working harder, right? So the masculine energy is meant to be the foundation for the feminine energy to create, right?
Yep.
So once those two can balance, you have feminine energy, you have feminine. You do. Everybody does. Unfortunately.
I have all masculine.
I knew he would argue this one, so I was totally prepared to argue this and prove him wrong. Who here loves to prove Matt wrong?
Let's prove it wrong then. All right.
Anybody? Do you like to prove Matt wrong? Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
Matt, you have feminine energy.
Give me one example.
One example is that you're alive. So that's
Okay,
it.
maybe we have feminine energy, but
everyone
we don't
does.
tap into it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's one of the biggest issues, right? So I stand too much in my masculine. Right? I'm in my masculine. You can feel it when I approach men. You can feel, and I don't like that part about me.
She's like this big,
I'm
too.
5 foot and my muscle. And I don't like that about me, right? But that's because I don't have a male foundation, so I'm overcompensating. A lot of single mothers are in their masculine more than women that are in a healthy, like your wife. Feminine as fuck, dude. Feminine because you're a strong masculine who gave her a foundation to be feminine. I don't have a foundation to be masculine. I'm a single mom with a 4-bedroom house and 2 fucking kids. I'm daddy, I'm mommy, I'm everybody, right? I am the foundation. So right now,
do you think there's a problem too when you get in a relationship to like settle, or get in your feminine again because you're so masculine and you've been in that era for so long?
I wouldn't be able to get into a relationship just to get into one to become feminine. I am too aware of who I am and how it works.
Yeah. So you want a beta male?
No, I don't want. No, I want a divine masculine male who is balanced in both energies.
Gotcha.
Which they're hard to find.
They're very hard to find, for sure. Because you got people like me who are like, I'm not feminine at all.
Right.
And
then I got betas.
And then you got betas.
Trust me, I've been manifesting some fucked up shit. The last dude I manifested, I met him. He had 3 angel tattoos on his body. And I was like, okay, this could be a sign. And then all he did was talk about God all day, every day, but then said God didn't believe in intuition. And I went, who the fuck? What? Did you read the Bible? I'm not even religious, but they sure as fuck talk about intuition.
I mean, it's really all intuition, if you think about it.
I was just like, okay, dude, we gotta go.
Wow. So that was quick. But.
So because that was a manifestation, because I had an overly masculine man that I really liked, and then I had a beta man that I liked, and then I tried to create both, and then I got this weird religious, overly masculine beta at the same time. It's very awkward.
Well, there's a lot of
so I scratched
beta
that.
males that act like they're masculine because they know that's what women want until you actually find out who they are, and they're really just beta males, you know?
There's more beta males, unfortunately, than not. So that's my other thing that I want to do. The masculine energy in our world has just been destroyed.
Yeah.
It really has.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, unpopular
masculinity
fucking
bullshit that everybody tries to claim.
what?
This is the whole toxic masculinity bullshit that everybody tries to claim that just guilt tripped men into fucking feminism, or what?
No, I think some of it has to do with programming and
Yeah.
the way that they have TVs. And I believe that, have you ever seen, there is a science project with rats. And it was back in the 1960s. You got to look it up because it's very interesting how they turn rats gay.
You think it's in the water?
No, it's socialism and it's what they're doing to us. And I don't agree with a lot of, I have 2 sons and I'm struggling with my 18-year-old to get him to do basic masculine things for a feminine energy, right? I believe that you can have masculine energy and be gay. I'm not arguing that at all. I'm not arguing that. That's not my argument at all. My argument is, when the fuck did we decide that only feminine energy mattered? When? When did we decide that? When did we decide
when
that
you guys
only...
started voting? What do you mean?
I think it should all be fair and it should all be equal, because I don't think we should be shitting on the masculine energy now. Like, I get women who want to overly work out. But then why do you have to disrespect men that work out too? And they just call them out all the time. I don't know. Have you noticed that with female bodybuilders that'll, or what do they say? Women in the male workspace and stuff. Have you seen those? These women, they're just super big, super buff, and they like just totally disrespect men constantly. And I think that that's fucked up. You chose to be that big, dude. Like, what? Why are you going after dudes? You chose to be this big of a woman. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Well,
So-
I think it goes back, to control. Obviously, they want control over us. And maybe there is, stuff in the water that's turning everyone gay, because maybe that's what it is.
That's not what I
Are
said.
you sure? It could be, though.
There very well could be some
It could be some gay shit in the water. But I'm just saying. Actually, you know what? RFK's back. So he's going to make sure that shit is not in the water no more. Okay? So shout out to him.
Just saying.
What kind of filtration system do you need to
To not be gay.
To not be gay.
Yeah, because we don't want any of that. But no, I fully
reverse
agree.
osmosis? What are we talking?
I don't know, something.
Something.
But, we could get off the top politics, because I can go off on politics. You already know about that.
I do.
Let's go back in time, right? So a few years back, you reached out to me. I don't think you were necessarily happy with your body, right? You reached out to me. I think you even saw me training one day, and you're like, I want to train. You were like nervous. Got with me. Let's get the rundown on that. How did you switch into like, I want to do this. I want to take care of my body. And now, I mean, let's be honest, you're doing really successful. I think, you did really good with the insurance. Now you're painting stuff,
Yep, I paint
weird
with
titties,
my
which is
boobies.
fine. And
Titties.
now, you have this amazing business.
do.
So give us a little rundown.
So I was recently single, and I saw you. It was January, and he had a really nice life. He had $1,000 a month allowance, and when we broke up, I thought I'd put that $1,000 towards my body, and there you were. And something, I don't know, I trust my intuition. Crazy thing that God doesn't believe in. But I trusted my intuition and saw you. And I think I reached out to you on Instagram, and I want to say 145 pounds and miserable as far as with the way I looked, and just wanted something different and knew that you would whip my ass into shape. So then you and I worked out together First, we started off 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Then I dropped a day and gave you Jace. So then me and you went to 2 days. You and my son were 1 day. And that was for a hot minute. But you and I.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. So I think you're definitely like a testament on, glute activation, right? Let's talk a little about that, because when we first started working out, this girl had no idea how to contract her glutes. I wouldn't say no glutes, but she didn't know how to activate them. A lot of girls, when they start training, they don't understand that it's the mind and muscle connection that's going to grow the muscle. And if you don't have that, you're never going to grow muscle. So the first thing I do with my clients, even my lifestyle clients in person, I got her down, I put her on the hyperextension machine, right? And I still talk about this to this day. And she couldn't move. She couldn't even flex her glutes. This is the first session. 1 month later, guys, different animal. So tell us a little bit about that. So how did you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the ones where I bend over. And so do you know I do 245 plates now?
Do you?
Yeah, I fucking crush them.
It's the best workout for isolation and like mind to muscle connection
Oh, yeah.
for glutes. Like you really can't get that in hip thrusts.
No.
You can't really even get that in kickbacks because both glutes aren't really activating. So my recommendation to people is the same thing we do with Bryson. Start with the hyperextension glute squeezes. That's what I call them.
Oh, yeah.
A million different names for them. Squeeze and contract your glutes because, dude, 6 months later, a year later, it's just like boom, 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 and you see every like fiber, and then she started actually growing.
Yeah.
So now, how has that affected your confidence level in the gym, in life, having a body that you respect yourself in? How much does that affect?
That I was gonna tell you, I honestly, because it is mind, body, and spirit, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I started with the body. I wouldn't have become this woman if I would have gotten here somehow, some way, right? That's just the way it works. But honestly, on my drive here, I was thinking, this motherfucker is the reason I got here. Because in a sense, if you think about it, because if your body and mind connection isn't on point, you're not a very successful person. You know what I mean? As far as you can be successful like at a 9 to 5 or whatever, but real go-getters, I think they 9 times out of 10 have nice fucking bodies because they put themselves first. And that's just how I feel. Like, yeah, I feel that it changed my whole world. And I believe that everyone should work out to some extent.
Absolutely.
To some extent.
Yeah.
I don't care how it is. Get into your fucking body. That's where you need to be. That's where connection is. That's where your soul is. Get into your body and get out of your fucking mind.
I mean, I see guys all the time, there's dudes I work with now, and there's people that, oh man, yeah, I've been wanting to work out. I've been wanting to do this, Yeah, I used to go.
You want
I
to?
have some gym memberships, Yeah, do you use them? All you gotta do is just, and I beg them, dude, just get to the fucking gym and just try. Try for a year. Just, you know what I mean? Give yourself that commitment to try for a year. And if you can do that, you're going to be so much further along in your confidence and how you feel about yourself and how you carry yourself
Right.
throughout the world. The impact that you make by walking through a door. It's going to be changes, a lot of changes, but people just don't want to make that sacrifice to do it.
Yeah.
There really is a
talking to this.
difference
Yeah,
when
for
you feel. If I was overweight walking into this room, regardless of what you two did, as opposed to me walking in now, I believe that there would be 2 totally different mindsets. 100%. I believe that I carry myself differently now moving forward. I believe that I carry my energy different because you are carrying your energy. You're projecting yourself in a specific manner. Have you ever noticed when someone walks into the room, they change the whole energy? So are you aware? Or are you not? And I believe it all started with working out with you and learning mind to muscle control. Because when you learn your mind and muscle, now you can really control your mind muscle, this muscle,
Yeah.
right? Because this is huge for us.
Yeah, and that's the big thing I tell kids and even men that come to me for like lifestyle coaching. It's one of the big topics actually. I'm like, do you have a problem getting girls? I ask them straight up. Like, do you have a problem? Most people say yes. Most men struggle with that because they're not in the gym. They don't feel good. And if you don't feel good, you're not going to get any women.
you ain't
I'm sorry.
approaching women.
You're not
No.
approaching
You
women.
feel like shit.
Yeah. So I think that the number one thing that men need to consider doing is what Dustin said and Bryson said, get to the goddamn gym.
Yes.
Make it fucking happen. Like, and you're going to see your body and your mind just come together as one. And now your confidence, like you say, walking in the room. When I walk in the room, I demand respect just by the way I look because
Exactly.
I have 20 years of, muscle on that takes dedication.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Right.
everyone can just do that shit. And same thing with a woman. Like you want to feel good when you're going to the gym. And I think it's a little different with women because I think women always get men. Let's be honest. Like you're a woman, you will. But for like especially younger men, it is so important, dude. Because when I started packing on muscle, not even the girls, I felt more confident in my own body. I was actually okay. I know I carry a little bit of muscle. Like I just felt better walking in the room. I demand respect, and now it's a whole different planet. Now I got 20 years of muscle, but I'm sure you can attest to that, right?
Absolutely.
And how many people look at you with respect when you walk in the
Oh,
door?
for sure. The myth is true. I've gotten way more dudes come up to hit me.
Oh, yeah.
than
A lot of
chicks.
gays come out of the woodworks.
So if you're looking to get a girl and working out's your only option, it's not gonna happen that way. First,
Let me just clarify.
First you're gonna get the dudes and all the bros. then you might get a girl, 1 or 2. But yes,
1 or 2.
absolutely.
See, that's why I'm trying to get Jace to go back to the gym because he's like, well, I'm depressed. And I'm like, well, you're the only motherfucker who can get you out.
100%.
So you're aware of it. I'm your mother. I'm here for you. Like, I'll pull you fucking out as much as I can, but you're not even trying to grab the fucking rope at this point.
Yeah.
So And I keep saying, just go back to the gym. You don't have to hang out with me. Just go back to the gym. And he doesn't want to. So at what point, as a mother or even as a father, maybe y'all could give me some advice. Do you let the motherfucker just die, like not
this
die,
is him
but
at 18 years old right now. Just
yes,
being a
this
fucking
is
bum?
just being a dude. I asked him to take the trash out 3 times yesterday. Put it right in front of the fucking door at 3 a.m. I looked at him. I said, "I'm gonna fucking hit you with the trash if you don't take it out." He still hadn't taken it out. It's like
he's like,
right in
You know
front
what
of
you do?
you.
though? You dump it. I mean,
I was gonna dump it.
my advice, Dustin can share his too, but I'll go back on myself. So I'm so hard on Barron. I mean, I just got in coaching this entire tackle season, and I'm so hard on him. I was almost so meticulous where I was watching him every play, and every play he'd go, he looked at me to see if it was good. He looked at me, so I was almost stressing him out. So I don't know if this is going on with you, but about the second
That
game,
could be it.
before your game, right? Before the game he filmed for me, I told myself, I said, Barron, I taught you everything I know. I want you to go out there and have fun. And he had the best game of his life. He wasn't worried about Matt or what Dad was doing. Like, am I good? Like, it almost like it'll stress them out. So sometimes you have to just like they know. Your son's 18. My son's 8. I mean, I can imagine 18, but he knows what's right versus wrong, right?
Right.
Eventually, you're going to have to just wipe your hands, and you taught him. He's 18. There's only so much that you could do, especially at his age. Like, he knows he just should be in the gym, but possibly you're pushing him too hard. And does he have a solid dad figure in his life or no?
No.
So that's the biggest problem right there, right?
And we're
Like,
working on
You see that, and that's the biggest problem with society right now is there's not a lot of good dads. Even
No.
Good men in general, dude.
good men in
No.
general, let alone good dads that want to be good fathers. And I think that our kids are lucky. We have an amazing, we're very good dads. I couldn't
Right.
imagine growing up. Actually, technically, I didn't even have really a dad. I'm going to be honest with
I
you.
didn't have a dad at all.
I don't know how I even turned out how decent I am, but my grandparents raised me. Italian, super old school Italians, my grandpa and my grandma. So they were so masculine. And again, I think this comes down to like who you were raised by. Like, it's hard for you and for him to look at you like a dad when you're a mom.
Right. And he doesn't. He's made it clear. He's like, I love you. I don't want to heal with you. Maybe when I'm older, he's like, some of it, I'm just an 18-year-old boy. And I try to understand that. But like not having a job, and the last 2 jobs are because mom got them.
Yeah.
That's,
You know,
so what am I like? Do I hit harder? Right? You know what I mean? That's where I'm like,
you do
do
not
I
hit
lean
any
in
harder.
more or do I lean out? Do I?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the motherfucker does live with me. And like when I left here, he's still asleep. And I'm like, I've
know,
already
guys,
worked
it's
2
3 o'clock.
jobs.
He hasn't woken up for the day
No,
yet?
that's what
Oh
I'm
my
like.
God.
What do I do? Like I'm
so-
ready to. Right, that's where I'm
Come
at.
in the door, kick it open.
That's where I'm
You
at.
kick it open, you snap on some fucking like
Thank
military
you.
music.
Okay.
You know what we need to do? We need to
You
bring
got
back
my
the Rocky
energy.
theme song. You know what I'm saying,
Yes.
with the speaker.
Flying
Dun dun
elbow.
dun. So you feel my energy
Yeah, I
because
feel
that's
that,
where
dude.
I'm at.
So I think it comes down to you're probably enabling him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there are kids. We're not going to be that hard that we need to on our kids. So I don't exactly know everything, but I personally wouldn't deal with that shit. Like, nah, Baron, bitch, you're getting a job at 18 if you're staying at home,
Waking
right?
up at-
That's
So-
what I've told him.
One, it almost sucks because I seen this done with my ex-best friend, got into a lot of drugs. Mom had to kick him out of the house. Sometimes you have to just kick him out, honestly. Or he's 18. He's a grown-ass man. I had my own fucking place when I was 17 years old. He's a
Right.
grown-ass man at this point, right? You need to be hard on him where he needs to get a job. You need to start paying rent. If you're going to live here, bitch, you're paying rent. If not, if you don't take out the trash, you dump it on his fucking bed. Like, you dead ass. You dump when he's sleeping, you open the trash up and you dump it on his bed. And I
yeah.
guarantee you do that shit one time, he'll either move out and go live with his fucking girl or whatever, or he'll start taking out the goddamn trash. So that's a but a dad almost needs to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, I know.
that's
That's
the
where.
problem.
Well, see, that's
the
where
problem.
our
You're the lover. You're
problem
supposed
is.
to be the lover.
Is I'm still 5 foot.
Yeah, for sure.
He's 200 pounds and taller, and he's very much aware.
Well, you'll still
Yeah,
whip his
like-
ass, though. That's the thing. He knows
Oh,
it.
I don't know right now. He's
no.
very much challenging his mother. Like we
He's in that age.
He's in that.
He's in that age where he
He's
wants to
in that
fucking
age. He's.
Fuck with the dad.
Oh
thing,
yeah,
you know,
but
test
it's
his
me.
alpha.
Oh,
Right,
he's
exactly.
testing the alpha, and I'm an alpha.
Yeah.
So here, and I'll call my mom. I'll go. Who do you want to die today, me or him? because those are the only two fucking options. Because I have to kill him with a gun or a knife because he's bigger than me. Like those are the phone calls.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't survive this. Help.
I think Jace needs a Dustin and Matt boot camp, and
I would love
we're gonna
that.
pause this right now
And just
sell a
go
clip.
show up and pick him
Stuffing
up.
the tracks in his bed, and then dragging him out to do like a whole workout
Oh
outside.
my god,
At, like,
I
2
would
o'clock in
love
the morning.
that.
Bro, that might be kind of fun.
Let's check his location. He
We might do
doesn't
that.
go
We might do
anywhere.
that.
Oh god.
But either way, man, no, it's sad, man. You know, and I think it comes down to training, right? I think, but he has to want it. He's got to.
He doesn't
to
want
do it.
anything.
Then that's fine. You have to kick.
But that's what I was talking about. The male. That's why the male masculine though is because it's warped with video games and porn and blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah blah blah. Which I used to not be against porn for a while, if I'm being completely honest. But then the more I read about your sexuality with your spirituality, and sexual energy is the most powerful energy in the universe. And I read about it, I realized that porn really is not good for us. So
Yeah.
you have 3 energies running through your body at all time. You have Jin, which is your sexual energy. You have Qi, which is your life force energy. And then you have Jin, which is your spiritual energy. And out of all 3 energies, your sexual energy is the only one that can be recreated into life force energy, aka Qi, making you live longer? Doesn't that make sense? How cool is that? So how do you think men lose their life force energy? I'll give you both one guess.
No sex.
Ejaculation.
You think?
Oh, it is.
You know
It's
what I realized,
well, it's
actually?
a proven fact. And then women lose theirs through their menstrual cycle.
If you're a guy and you jack off, does that make you gay?
No, why
Are
would
you sure?
I don't know why.
Because technically, you're jacking off a man.
Your own
Think about
man.
it. No, I know.
So
Hey,
then we're all gay
hey.
in some way.
Hey,
And I knew you
I'm
had
just-
feminine
I
energy.
am not jacked
Boom,
off.
yeah.
Boom,
since I
yeah.
thought
Do you
about
jack
that,
off
actually.
with your left hand though? Because that's your
It's been like
receiving.
15 years.
It
There's
is
been zero
not.
jack off.
Bitch, you're a liar.
I ain't gay, Bryson. Okay, I ain't gay. But anyway, how do we even get to see? This is the podcast of Jackman. How do we get to this? Or Bryson, how the hell do we get to this?
Because I was talking about sexual
If I snap my
energy.
fingers, you're gonna forget that you were ever gay.
Pretty much.
I love that. That was good.
I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's hilarious.
So
All right,
the-
so yeah,
So there.
let's keep going.
Okay, where to now?
All right. So you do paint where your tits. We
I
can
do.
talk about that.
I paint with my
We might as
titties.
well just get all it out. In the
Let's
open here,
get it
guys.
all out. Titty paint.
Teddy paint. Okay.
Yes,
How's
that's
that business
creative
adventure
and
going for you?
beautiful. It's going amazing. I actually made titty painting for me. I stopped recording when I titty paint, so now I just create beautiful works of art for myself and for others who would like to enjoy it. But I no longer record it and try to sell it in that way.
Gotcha.
I stopped doing things for social media. Shockingly, I'm happy. And my artwork got better. It
She
did.
started using her hands.
And paintbrushes.
Yeah. Dude.
No,
that
shockingly, you
happens.
can't really get creative if you're focused on trying to look pretty and suck in and do my tits look right? Instead,
Right.
when you're in free flow, you're just like, oh yeah,
Just in there.
you're just
moving.
in there. It's just you and Source vibing, some Bob Marley. You don't know, It's the good days. Little shrooms, whatever. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. I did one time accidentally trip at the gym. That shit was funny. I do accidentally trip quite a bit.
What do you mean?
How'd you accidentally trip?
How do you?
So
you can't accidentally.
You
technically,
can.
Technically, you just know what you're doing.
No.
So it's an
It's an
purpose trip.
accidental. No, it's an accidental microdose turned into trip.
So how does that work? So there's a lot of people who talk about this. They say that
Here we are.
mushrooms unlock your mind to be able to see different universes.
Do you know what your
different,
pineal
like,
gland
things.
is?
So what do you think about that?
I think that's very true. Do you know what the first time Jace ever tripped? My son was with me, and it was absolutely beautiful. And he walked around the whole house, and he had tears in his eyes. And I said, "What's this like?" And he said, "It's like I'm seeing everything for the first time, and it's the most beautiful thing I've ever witnessed." So I full-heartedly believe in psilocybin therapy, and yes, full-heartedly, I love it. Makes me very happy, actually.
Do you think the ancestors put mushrooms on the planet to be able to see that light?
Fucking A, right.
You think?
Oh yeah, I think the ancestors, the aliens, the whomevers, angels, what higher power, they all came down here to have fun, and we decided to make 9 to 5s and taxes. Makes no fucking sense.
Right.
We have all kinds of awesome plants that get you fucked up to have fun, and somebody went, let's build a building. Let's go.
But, I mean, if we didn't have a building, we wouldn't be here, you know? So it did give a lot of
It did.
pluses, you know?
To a certain extent.
But I think for the beta males and the people who aren't willing
Right.
to work for it, they're going to be building the walls, you know?
We will.
You know, and we'll be in here.
We
But-
do need them to
Yeah.
build the walls. We do.
So now, you know, what is your...
Oh, the
so-
other job that I'm doing.
hear
Wait, so now my dad has a construction business. He's overwhelmed, and now I'm the project coordinator of that, and I run demolitions.
There you go.
Your girl fucking demos buildings.
There we go. So what do you want to do then with your life? Is this like, what is your passion? 5 years from now, Bryson, what are you going to do?
5 years from now, I want to have a nonprofit called Be the Change Collective from boys from 8 to 24 to come to get healing, and they take care of bees, and they learn about their masculine and feminine energy and how to balance them and process emotions. We teach boys not to process emotion, which causes them to be fucked up because emotion is real. Everybody cries, everybody's angry, everybody's happy. It's just a real fucking part of life, and men need to learn to process those. So my goal is to make wise investments as a spiritual life coach. And in 5 years, I'd like to be traveling around the United States doing Be the Collective all over to help young men, because I'm
That's important.
watching my son suffer.
So do you
And
think...
he won't let me help him, so somebody fucking else better, because I want to help
Well, we're
somebody.
going to go kick his door in.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I'm ready.
It'd be so funny. I'm
I
honestly
would die
serious about
laughing.
that. That'd be kind of fucking funny. We're
That
gonna
would be, we're going to have,
get him. It's time.
it's time. Oh, my God, it's Matt.
And what is he gonna do?
I don't, he might try to fight.
No, he's gonna get up and start fucking doing push-ups and take the goddamn trash
I love
out.
that. Let's spray him with water.
That'd be so fucking
You
funny.
know, my full
Dude,
drill
I'm
instructor
such a.
mode?
d-
Oh, full drone instructor mode. Yeah, Dustin was a drone instructor. Well, kind of.
No, I wasn't there.
No, well, you know what you're doing.
I could definitely choose that.
You could do it. We could chew him out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that.
We could chew 'em
you know,
out.
I think for people, again, you say harness your emotion, and like, what did you exactly say with emotion? You said you don't want to harness it. You
No, you want to process
to
it.
process.
You
Okay.
just want to flow with it.
My thing what happened with me is harnessing it, right? Like
Yep.
I am an angry ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't process things well. I just harness and use it for fuel. And I think that's the reason why I gained so much muscle in my life is because I'm angry and I'm in the gym and I'm able to put my
Fuck
it out
yeah.
there. So you're talking about, you know, bees helping to heal. Like what would you do if you got a kid 14 years old, super angry, and you know he's having trouble harnessing his anger? Would that help with that, you think?
So the reason for the bees is I love bees and we need to take care of bees. In exchange for free healing, they would take care of my bees.
Gotcha.
See what I would do? And then that would give them a skill, right? We're not really, and bees and beekeepers have the longest lives because you're around the humming, which not only are you a frequency, your vibration in the bees humming actually has your energy in coherence, which is a fucking beautiful thing. But for harnessing anger, so basically what you would do, the bees are just an exchange for my work. I struggle with anger. I'm fucking angry. I mean, the other day, what did I break? Fuck, I don't know. I break stuff almost every day because I'm working. Anger is one of my biggest things. If a pen doesn't work right, I will smash it into smither fucking ring. It was this morning. The coffee wasn't working. Phoenix, my youngest son, goes, "Don't break the coffee maker. It's the second one." I was like, "You're fucking right," you know? So anger needs to be processed. But what we try to do when we're angry is let it out in an unhealthy way. Like me, fucking do what you're. That's not healthy. How is that healthy? It is to a certain extent. So you need a safe space. So I thought of like, you know how we have the angry rooms?
Yeah.
But they would have to be, it would have an angry room, but it would have to be, and by angry room, where you go smash shit, right? Learning EFT and how to put people in state, they would have to be a specific child in order to do that. Because if I open the gates of your anger and I just let them out, I don't know when you'll stop. Does that make sense? Have you ever been afraid to let your anger out because you don't know what you'll do and you don't know when you'll stop and you don't know what you're capable of? Everybody has those thoughts. There's not a human being on this planet that has not been that angry to where you don't know what you're capable of, and it frightens you, right? So everybody just harnesses the anger because that's easier. Anger is a better feeling than depression. Do you want to know why anger is a better feeling than depression.
Why?
When you're depressed, you're giving away your power. Because think about when you're sad about somebody doing something to you, right? But when you're angry, fuck that motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck him up, right? You hold the power. So I always tell everybody the quickest way to move up the emotional scale is to go from sadness to anger, because I'd rather you be in anger because at least you took your power back. Giving away your power is the worst feeling ever and one of the hardest ways to save yourself. And I'm watching that with Jace. So I try to get him into anger. I can't get him into anything.
Yeah.
I can't get him to feel anything. I've never witnessed that before. I mean, I'm an emotional healer. It's what I do, and I watch my son feel nothing because his father beat him and would tell him, if you don't know that, you're a fucking pussy, and pussies don't cry in this house. Nobody cries in this house. I did not know that that was going on. Nobody informed me until later on in his older adult year. Well, I say adult, but he just turned 18. I just found this out in the last 3 years. So he refuses to feel. And he's expressed, I'm so angry, I'm afraid I'll hurt someone. So
I mean, he sounds like every other 18-year-old kid.
exactly
though. You know,
right.
like he needs to
That's
learn
why they
that.
need to learn to process their feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest things for me is I was angry. I'm sure he's still angry, but you know,
I think we're all still
this
angry.
motherfucker's still fucking angry. But I learned when I was younger. You know, I used to be so angry. I used to fight like everyone, my cousins, whatever,
Yeah.
punch them. Until this one time where long story short, my cousin hit my little brother. No one hits my family or my little brother, so I ended up beating his ass pretty much.
Yeah.
I got a big talk about it. She's like, Matt, you can't just run around just beating everyone. I don't know why that was, but that was kind of my wake up call that I had to kind of switch. And from that point, I started just pushing it within, which is probably, it worked for me because I was in the bodybuilding, so I used it as fuel to push into muscle. And you say depression, God, man, I remember years when I was fucking depressed, you know, over like, to be honest, over women, like depressed on
Yeah.
certain situations. I can't control it. I would harness all that shit. But again, it worked really well for bodybuilding because I just used it for fuel to work out. I would say 20 pounds of muscle on this frame is for depression. You know, that's pure depression. So I have a
Yeah.
lot to thank for that. But being a young kid,
So the emotion's
hard.
still stored in your body. In EFT is to remove the emotion from your body.
yeah, but I like the emotion. You know what I'm saying? I like keeping it inside. That's my fuel. That's my
Right.
power source. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
why
It's almost like Thor's
we need
gauntlet.
to-
One's anger, one's depression. You know what I'm saying? I'm just holding that shit.
The emotion
Yeah.
is the added muscle.
Pretty much. That's it.
Yeah. So in order to relieve him of that, he's got to
gonna-
lose his muscle.
Yeah, we
I have
got
been
to.
losing my
Definitely
muscle.
not going to happen.
No.
Yeah, no.
But
Well, I
you-
don't know. I keep ripping shit off my fucking bone. It might actually happen. I don't know.
Are you doing any shows?
No. I'm just getting old. You know,
Are you?
I'm just getting old, guys. I'm getting too fragile.
How old
know.
are you?
31.
You're a bitch.
31. I'm getting old. But dude, the thing is, I feel like I should have a different body. You know, like I feel
What
like I'm-
body?
I feel like my mind is almost too strong for my body, and I keep ripping tendons off. So if you guys don't know, I mean, no one really knows, but
Oh shit.
yeah, it's good. It looks worse than it is. I think it's I'll try to show you later, but I think it's a partial. But either way, I signed up for football, right? For tackle football.
Yeah.
Semi-pro team. Long story short, they pretty much made me start linebacker right away. So the first play, I destroy this guy, but in doing so, I heard a tear like immediately, and I'm on, you know, I'm on top, and everyone's freaking out. Oh my god, what do I have? I get up and I'm thinking, fuck, I destroyed this guy, but at the same time, I ripped my fucking chest. So that's kind of what I'm going through, and you know, I'm not gonna bitch and whine and complain about it because there's nothing you could do. If this happens, you guys get an injury. Same thing when I tore this fucking chest. There's nothing I could do. You just get better. Like, and I'm like, I was telling everyone today, I'm like, the best case scenario is, you know, I get surgery because the best case scenario for me is I don't want a half torn chest. Like, I'd rather just cut that shit off, put it on a new one like this side, and I'll be good in 6 months or whatever. But we'll see. I'm gonna go to the doctor. I still think it's a partial tear, but that's kind of what I'm going through. But I'm not gonna bitch and whine and be angry about it. Like, again, there's nothing you can do.
My red light machine will speed that up, by the way.
Let's do it. That and some peptides.
It really
and,
will.
You know, some drugs.
BPC and some TV500.
Yeah.
Give it to me. I
Yeah.
love that.
So you think heat? What's more important, heat or ice? Like ice or heat?
I honestly don't know. I think they both work for different purposes. That'd be like asking which energy is more important.
Well, which energy is more important?
They both are.
Sadness or
important.
anger? Which one you picking?
Fucking anger all damn
think?
day. Yeah, I want my power.
What about you, Dustin?
Yeah, I'd probably pick anger.
Right?
I'm still
I'm
angry.
like,
I'd rather be angry.
of the emotional scale, dude. I'll take anger.
At least you're
over-
moving, you know what
You're
I mean?
moving, you're grooving, you know, you're going to the gym. I love when I'm angry. It's leg day when I'm angry. Let's fucking go. What am I pushing
So
today?
what's your motivation when you go in the gym now? What gets you motivated? And how do you keep motivation?
Oh, my motivation now in the gym is I am pushing 40 and I love my body. I mean, I didn't spend all this money just to say fuck it and go back to the old Bryson, which I do have some times of that, but after being with you, I gained a whole different respect for working out because once you taught me mind to muscle control and I see the results in my bodies, it's a huge game changer. Like I worked out for 5 years. I'm sitting there like, what's up, everybody? I'm here. Not knowing, I'm like, I'm hot. No, you're really not because nothing's happening. And then I'm with you for a year and a half and suddenly I'm thicker than a Snicker, looking good, got calves for days. And, you know, who doesn't? I believe it's an on-running program for all of us.
Yeah.
Look at me. Everybody has that in the back of the head, whether you mean to or not, where there's a, I hope somebody looks at me. It's in the back of our head. It is. Like, and I want to look good when somebody's looking at me. And I want to be healthy. And if you stop moving, your body will stop moving.
Yep.
So I don't stop. I still do back bends. I still do handstands. I still do all that shit because I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I think a lot of people go through that same thing, and I see it so many times. Like I said, you went to the gym for years. You just didn't know what you're doing.
No.
So how important is a personal trainer to you?
I tell everybody in the gym, I'm like, I tell them to go to you. I'm like, I didn't know anything that I knew without you. I think if you're serious about working out, at least 3 months.
Yeah.
At least 3 months. At least 3
Was that
months.
your first personal trainer, or you had somebody else before me, right?
No, just
First
you.
one?
First and only. I don't need nobody else. I'm good.
Yeah. So I think
got
the
you.
thing is thank you. I think the thing is too is a lot of people get the wrong personal trainer. You know, and they just don't know what they're doing, and I think that's a huge thing as well. You know, if you don't know what you're doing, for one, you shouldn't be helping people. Like we know you guys have probably a big heart and want to help people, but you could be teaching people the wrong workouts, the wrong form, the wrong everything. And that's why I go straight to the beginning. Like if you don't have mind to muscle connection, nothing else matters because you're not going to be able to bring blood flow to the area, control the weight. You know, again, you're doing all these swim moves.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just
shoulder
out
raises,
there
you're doing this, you know, you're doing whatever
throwing
the guy
weight.
next to you is doing, and it's spider webs. So I think getting a personal trainer is super important. Getting the right personal trainer is important. But if you live in Sarasota, we got the best team. Definitely come over here for sure. And if you need red light therapy,
For sure.
that's it.
Or any therapy.
Definitely.
Technically, it's all light therapy. It's a rainbow therapy.
Yeah.
So what do you call it? Is it red light therapy, or is it like a rainbow therapy? Is it
We
seven light
just
therapy?
we call it the red light therapy because everybody knows what red light
light,
therapy is. You know, it's a lot easier than me going, it's a special 7 light, 7 chakra, it's the only one, come see it. Ain't nobody give a fuck. You say it's the Red Light District Wellness Boutique. What is that?
And you're the only one in Florida or in the States, right? Or
I'm the only one in the United States commercially
that
used.
has the 7 lights,
Correct.
which is crazy.
Which is
so why
crazy.
would I just get this poverty 1 light when I can get 7?
You get 7.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Because
You're
it-
getting all of it.
Yeah.
And it's very well priced.
Yeah. No, I know. I've seen your prices.
I mean, it's very well priced. It's a different experience. I mean, you can go to Perspire, or how do you Perspire?
Perspire, yeah.
Perspire, and that is a
That's
place
what I
that you
thought,
go sweat. That's where what you do. If you're looking for something deeper, healing, that's really going to target way more than just red light, I'm your girl. I mean, it's an experience. You have to try it. And your first
Where's it
session's
located?
$20, right off 4th Street, across from Sarasota Food and Beer.
Downtown Sarasota.
Yeah, and everybody's first session is $20 just to give it a shot.
Yep, and I've been in there, guys. Very nice studio. You know, everything is top notch. Pretty much smack dab in downtown. Amazing area. And also, you know, you're going to get the other
Oh
stuff
yeah,
as well.
the face mask, which is also 7 lights, not just red light. And then it comes with a massage chair. So when you're done in the sauna, you get in the massage chair with the 7 light because you want your face and your neck to match, or your face and your body to match. So that's how it rolls, and it's a full whole body head to toe glow, and it's absolutely relaxing. I want
Murray.
I just got tired because I haven't eaten.
This is Bryce. She's up here.
And then-
Guys,
and then-
imagine training her
Oh,
for 2
yeah.
years and dealing with this.
No, yeah. I would
Yeah.
throw up all the time,
Oh, yeah,
and
I'd
I
make her
would
puke.
fade, and I'd be like, he'd be like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm hungry. This is someone who runs off food, specifically. What were we talking about?
Now I want to talk about more bees because I feel like the bee subject was kind of entertaining for a minute. Listen, so you want to help kids with bees, right?
Yeah.
So if they're bad kids, can we have a separate thing?
Yeah.
You know how you hear the bees, right?
Yeah.
Well, we need a wasp one.
You gotta go over here. You gotta go to the wash.
You gotta go over
Boy.
here.
You're gonna go get healed.
So you're gonna
Don't know
get
what to watch.
stung. You're gonna get over here.
In what situation can we have that happen?
For Jace, let's go get some. Man,
You're
let's,
gonna love it.
let's go fill my son's room with wasp right now.
We're gonna do it, 100%.
Oh, I'm
That's
glad
funny
he's
as hell.
18. This isn't child abuse anymore.
No, literally though. So again about Jace, I know him personally, guys. He's a really good kid.
He is.
Probably just lost. He will find his way back for sure.
He is.
He just needs a good kick in the ass, and we're gonna send Dustin.
Yeah, I like that,
We're
Dustin.
gonna send Dustin.
Let's
Dude,
go,
I'm not
D.
saying a word. Actually,
Girl
I'm
dad.
videotaping.
Go ahead and go for
I'm
the kid.
videotaping, and he's going in there in his uniform. In your uniform, bro. How funny would that be?
Dude, I'm going to
Actually
die.
that would make this whole episode. We might have to do that shit. for
Dude,
sure.
it would be
that'd
epic.
be the
He's over here going, please let me go the fuck home after
He's like, I
this.
think I'm
I'm
not
so
going there,
tired.
but,
He's like, you have gotten me to laugh.
Now,
I've said a few sentences and I've shown up more than I intended to. So
I mean, definitely. Let's set it up though.
Just give us a date and time. Give
Not
us a
today.
nice little.
not today.
Yeah, give us like
Not
some
today.
time. Like, well, I think he works too, but like Saturday and Sunday, let us know. We'll swing by.
Yeah, he's
Let's
always
have a good time.
asleep till 3
Cool.
or more.
Dude,
you
we
know?
can make a funny video on this. This could
Oh,
be
yeah.
pretty priceless, but maybe someday. But I don't know. But yeah, so you right now,
Mm-hmm.
when you walk in the gym, how important is your style of clothing?
To me now?
Yes.
Okay, before, very important.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
learned
when?
probably I've changed a lot in the last 6 months. I don't wear fake eyelashes. I put these on my own, but like the ones that you pay fucking $150 for, I ripped those off. I took my hair extensions out and I stopped getting fake spray tans. I just started liking myself a lot more. Like the more I focused on healing myself and others, the more I realized I didn't need everything to cover me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I think you are doing what most men probably want.
Right. I feel that way because the other night I wore this outfit actually out and I was completely covered and my girlfriend was with me and she was not. And after we had left, she goes, how did you get hit on more than I did? And you didn't wear makeup and you didn't have eyelashes on and you were completely dressed. And I said, because men don't really give a fuck about eyelashes or hair
No.
extensions. I don't think it was a man who invented any of that shit either. It was women feeling that they needed that to attract men. Now I just go off my vibration.
Yeah.
That's what I base it off
I'm
of.
saying, like, when was the
But
last time you heard a man say like, yeah, I wish you could do like another 3 millimeters of eyelashes on you?
Never.
It
And when
never
I go
happens.
back and look, I'm like, who the fuck let me wear these umbrellas that long? I saw a picture of me upside down like this. I'm like, are there eyes? Like, what is that? Like,
weird.
what? And they're like $300 a month. What? I put these little fuckers on today for $16. So.
It's because of the podcast. She knew she was coming. It's gotta look good.
Well, because when you take them off, I don't have any eyelashes. I call myself a bald eagle. But I still rock it. Like, I only put them on for you guys
There we go.
for today.
We're special.
But when I go to the gym, no, it's mostly I like your Omni brand, not your but
Omni,
your,
yeah.
I love
Shout out to them.
Omni. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with all their oversized t-shirts. That's all I fucking wear. And Vans.
Yeah, I think they're doing something different too because they have all the cool different like Chinese like writing on the
Yeah, they're
back.
getting
Like
the good stuff.
Omni's killing it. I like it.
Dude, Omni
Shout out
puts
to Dom.
angels on them, and I'm an angel girl. I work with angels, so I wear all of his angel shirts. And Omni is a huge thing. You're
Yeah.
omnipresent, omni everything.
And I think there's something, a lot of people don't consider either is like just your clothing when you walk in the gym. When I buy a new outfit and I go to the gym, I get a great workout.
You
I
do.
just do because I feel good. I look good. Like it's new. It's like it's a good vibe. Like so I don't think, going in there looking completely bad is what you want to do. But I think it's again, I mean, there's been times in my life when I just dress like this and walk in the gym and get a crazy workout. But for majority of the time, I like dressing up to the gym. I think everyone
Yeah.
does.
I no longer feel the need to wear the shortest shorts and the skimpiest sports bra is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And I have probably
Exactly.
the best body I've ever had. And now I hide it. And I did everything I wanted. I've experienced, motherfuckers, I've done life right. Let's be honest. I have lived a life, just like you. I got kicked out of the state of Florida when I was 14 for a year. Still the youngest female and only female to be kicked out of the state of Florida. Talk about being a badass. All I did was hang out with dudes, steal cars. I stole a lot of cars. And I beat the shit out of people. And they say the best healers don't come from the perfect life.
Absolutely not.
They come from the people who've experienced everything. Because I've been the abused, I've been the abuser, I've been it all, you know. And that's a way to relate with anybody. I can relate with you. I can relate with you. I can relate with females because I have seen it all. And now that makes me have empathy, sympathy for the next person who's coming to explore their spirituality, if that's, you know, that's why I walk the walk.
If you could go back in time, what's one thing you'd do differently?
I would have never moved to Daytona when Jace was 5.
What happened in Daytona?
It was fucked up. My dad told me to come. I left Jace here. I took Phoenix with me. We were there for 3 months, and I will tell you that mentally fucked Jace up. He thinks that I left him even though I was only gone for 3 months and he was coming back. But if I could take, I mean, that was a great question. Obviously, I knew that fucking answer because I've thought about it a lot. Yeah. It would be to not move back to Daytona.
Because you took his brother away from him and...
Well, he thought I left him, even though I was going to build us a family or a life there because it's cheaper in Daytona. Yeah. I mean...
It's not much. There,
it's cheaper. There's a lot there. It's just cheaper. I mean, you'd make $300 to $400 a night, but your rent was only $500 as opposed to whatever, you know, at that time what it was. And then some shit went south, and I ended up coming back because I didn't have the support because I left my mama, you know. And then I came back, and yeah, that would be the one point in my life that I would take back because nothing came from it, but sadness.
How old was Jace at that time?
5. 6.
Do you think he still holds resentment for that?
So you're programmed from the time you're 1 to 7, everybody. Any traumas, childhood, they are stored in your brain from the time you are 1 to 7, and then they show up in your adult life as triggers, patterns, outbursts. Yes. So, and that's a proven fact. From 1 to 7, you're programmed. And then your body, so you have your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and your mental body, right? And all of these are working at the same time. We're a very complex fucking avatar that we know nothing of.
So where do you think we come from? Random topic.
Where do I think we come from?
Since you're so spiritual and you know a lot about the universe and inside and harness energy, where do we come from?
The sonic boom. Just
you think?
Where do honestly, I believe that we came from source. We are God within itself, experiencing itself through different perspectives of everyone else. And it's an unpopular opinion, and I don't care.
So is the earth flat?
Yes.
Do you actually think it is?
Yes, and I don't care. Yes, the earth is flat.
Why do you think that?
Why don't I? Why do you think the earth is round? Because you've watched Fox News and they've shown you a round earth? Do you believe that there is space? Do you believe that we walk the moon? Do you believe that the moon is real? Do you believe that the sun is real? I'm just curious.
Or are we ants on an ant farm?
I don't know. If you want to go at me, we can talk about Trump too.
What do you think about Trump?
I love Trump.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the Matrix, the red pill or the blue pill, right? Mm-hmm. What color's Trump?
Yeah.
What color's the other? There you go.
Yep, and why
so
is that?
They have to. So if you go back in time and you watch every fucking movie, just like The Simpsons, look up the Illuminati cards. Educate yourself. They have predicted every fucking thing that they have done to you. You have all been programmed. I've been programmed. We've all been programmed to believe that we are human and we live, we eat, we die. That is not true.
Yeah. You ever see that the movie with Jim Carrey? He's sitting,
yes, Truman Show.
Yeah, you see when he's sitting, he's living in this fake world, and then he finally figures it out. He finally breaks out, and then it's this whole thing. So maybe like it's something like that, you know?
That is correct. Do you follow Jim Carrey on Instagram, and he tells you that that's what we're living in?
He's kind of.
So there's universal laws. So if you watch all the movies and you read into them, they have to tell you what they're doing to you. So start watching movies, Disney movies specifically. You can watch Adventures of Finn and Jake. They'll tell you everything. Both of my sons are highly aware. Jace is depressed, but he'll tell you he's highly aware of what is the universe. So they have to show it to you. So if you start watching movies and you start paying attention, they will tell you what they're doing to you. They have to. It's universal law.
So let's go back. If, let's just say the earth is flat, then what's after the flat earth? Is it just like dark? Are we on like some like...
No.
Board?
As within,
what is it?
so below, as within, so without. So you have the great tree of life, right? So your roots run deep. And then you have the ferment. Genesis 1, right? Mm-hmm. God talks about the ferment over...
I'm not the biggest spiritual guy, so I believe in God, but I've not read. I do not know what that is.
So it's the firmament, and it comes over us, right? And we have the tree of life, and what's under us is the tree of life is under us. It's the roots of the tree of life. It is.
Gotcha. So we're the roots.
Yes. Hold on. Let me just show
You
you.
have to show me.
I'm just going to show you.
What do you think about all this, Dustin? You think the Earth's flat?
No.
Oh no, it's
What do you think?
Hold, please.
I mean, I'm one to believe that the Earth is round, but you know,
Do,
I'm always up for debate, listening to different shit.
So if we put your ass on a spaceship and we fucking threw Bryson's ass, if we strapped you to Elon Musk's
Google.
We shot
yeah,
your ass
fuck
in the
Elon
sky.
Musk. You're welcome.
okay, you shot your ass in the sky and you look down, the Earth is round.
It's
What
not.
are you gonna do?
It's not.
Is you shit?
You don't think so? We're gonna strap your calling Elon.
So
that's
look
it.
up all of the high schoolers that made super powered rockets, and they put cameras on them, and they put them and shot them up
Mm-hmm.
in the desert, and they can't go back. They can't go past the firmament. Everything on TV, just like he can edit the fuck out of this to make me sound psycho, awesome, whatever he wants. Editing is a beautiful thing. They edit to make you believe that we have left what is going on.
It's pretty funny too, because if you look at the Apollo when they say they went to Mars, or
Dude,
the
all of
moon,
those people have
yeah,
still
to the
been
moon.
proven alive.
Dude, it's unbelievable. You see their cart that they're like driving around on? Like,
The one that they
it's
shot
so
down?
fake, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fake. But honestly, they were genius because they were smart enough. They have the technology to stop Russia in this whole race to the moon. You know, they did it like with one snap. And the question is, this is what I have for everyone too, is how have we not been back to the moon since? If we did that shit, which we did.
Never going to something you've never been to.
Okay, so that's what you think it is?
Flat Earth. So here it is. This isn't what I think it is. It's what I know it is.
You're gonna have to screenshot this so we can put this up on the feed so everyone can see. So that's what it is. But then what's what's after that though?
So if you look at it,
What's this?
so this is energy running through it at all
Okay.
times. Right? And then you got to read into it. I wasn't expecting you to pull up Flat Earth on me, to be honest. I wasn't. I got hit with the Flat Earth.
How did I know? How did I know that
I
Bryson
got hit
believes?
This was
What
an
is a
unprepared
flat earth?
question.
Huh?
This was an unprepared question.
Yeah,
I
I'm prepared, but
was
we're taking care of it,
unprepared,
guys.
But I do believe in
Okay.
the Flat Earth.
So that's fine. There's flat Earth, and
Yeah.
do aliens
Because-
exist?
Yeah.
100%, right?
I believe
100%.
aliens exist.
They have to exist.
Yes. Aliens definitely exist. Whether they're aliens, angels, extraterrestrials, there's all kinds of.
What about
things.
ghosts?
Fuck yeah.
Think
Spirits
ghosts
that
exist?
can't leave. Yeah, I had one attached to me. Like fucking.
What about vampires?
Fuck yeah.
Vampires.
All right.
It's all real.
If you know a
Werewolves?
vampire,
It's all
send
real.
him over to me because I want to be fucking True
I
Blood.
don't know one,
right
but
now.
if I could find
Okay?
one, I would.
Vampire Diaries, True Blood, I'll be vampire.
I don't know if they're around now, but I do believe in all of that because it had to come from somewhere. And
That's
the
what I think.
majority of all of your stuff comes from source. Your downloads, your thoughts, unless you're a program moron who literally only knows how to work out, not you, work out, spend money, I don't know, eat food. What are half these
Play video games.
fucking 3D motherfuckers doing? That's what I call people now, are 3D. If all you care about is the very basic 3D shit, this is 3D, right? Mind over matter. This is matter. The higher you raise your vibration, the less you become matter and you become light, right? Because matter turns into light. So you're here to ascend your lower chakras. Your chakras, your lower chakras, I'm going to show you this, are your root chakra, which is your safety, your sacral chakra, which is your creativity and your sexuality, and then your solar plexus, which is your personal power, your willpower. Red, orange, yellow. You want to see how they program you? Read this.
Things, guys, I'm not the best reader.
This is about fast food and the colors they use to keep you in your lower vibration.
Okay, got you.
Marketing. They know exactly how to manipulate our brains.
So red is
Your root chakra. So our last three chakras hold you in a lower vibration, keeping you matter. You were all sent here.
so
to-
Taco Bell makes me happy.
It does.
So that's they're
Chocolate
right.
makes me happy.
Crunchwrap Supremes, bro.
I'm just saying.
They be really good, and they make me a very happy person. So stay away from Pizza Hut, McDonald's, get Taco Bell.
Yes.
That's what I'm reading there for happiness.
This is what I'm saying. So it keeps you in your lower chakras.
Gotcha.
It's all strategic to keep you in your lower chakras. Because if you're in your lower chakras, you can't tap into the power that you have. Do you know what your pineal gland is? I feel like you would.
Yeah, it's what allows you to look upon
Where
your
is it?
intuition. Isn't it up here, right?
Yes, sir. So your pineal gland can be calcified. Do you know what that means, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So it's calcified by all the programming and bullshit that they've done to us and all the food, the fluoride, the blah, blah, blah. The second you start to decalcify your pineal gland, the second your intuition, your visions will kick in. Everyone has these gifts. You're a fucking healer. We're all the same. It's just whether you've tapped into him. Just like he could become a bodybuilder, just like you could be. It just depends on what you decide to tap into, right? You could be clairvoyant. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
I knew you would. You're spiritual.
Maybe a little bit.
You are. You know more than I thought you would. I'll work on you.
Yeah.
I'll work on you.
Yeah. I'm not the whole spiritual type, but I'm learning.
But you are
that's why
spiritual.
Now we know the Earth's flat,
Yeah.
We know that, vampires exist.
So what goes around it is the North and South Pole. That's what goes around
what's weird
it.
though? You know that there's literally like patrol ships, like big
Because you can't go
freighters.
there.
You cannot go to like Antarctica and shit.
Correct.
Like if you try to go there, they'll
Because they
get
don't
and
want
turn
you
around.
to know the truth.
Why is that? It's
Did you
weird.
know that the two closest parts, if the Earth was round, the two closest parts, I cannot remember off the top of the head, but I believe it's the South America and Australia are two of the closest parts. Don't quote me on this, I don't remember exactly. If the Earth was round, they're the two closest parts and the easiest to fly to. And if the Earth was flat, they're the two furthest parts. You can't fly to them because the fucking Earth is flat. There's no direct flights. If the Earth was round, they'd be the two closest parts, but there's no flights there. Plus, there's lots of flights, pilots that have gone on and no, it's totally flat. I mean, it is what it is. It's your
It is what it
reality.
is.
So whatever the fuck you want to believe is whatever you want to believe.
That's true.
Right? I believe that we are in a simulation here to have fun, and I like my video game, and I'm on level 37, and I'm fucking crushing it. That's how I look at it. I like my avatar, I like where I'm at, and I like what I'm doing, and I'm a manifesting machine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So where do we go when we die then?
Oh, you go back into, the vortex.
Is the vortex, or do you like do you
You
believe
can call
it reincarnation?
Yeah, if you
You
haven't...
get another body and you get to do it all over
Fuck
again.
yeah, you do. If you haven't finished your mission here, you have to come back. It's the school of Earth, and if you don't pass, you come back. It's like real shit. It's real shit. Dolores Cannon, look her up. She was highly
You
intelligent.
don't think if we die, it's just that's it?
No. I think if I die this lifetime, that'll be it because I have fulfilled my soul's thing. My whole goal is to ascend all of my chakras and become light.
Gotcha. So you're trying to be the angel. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
pretty much. The higher self, you can call it angel.
So you're trying to turn into light, right?
Correct.
Something higher than all of us.
That's
Gotcha.
what we're all supposed to come here to do. It's just whether you remember or not. And I remember what I came here to do. I went and had a past life regression session. And they told me I was a warrior, shockingly, in a past life. And I said, fuck, that makes sense.
I believe it.
I totally believe
You're probably
it.
like a Viking warrior.
That's what they said. They were like, you were a Viking. I was like, no way.
Can
So
you imagine Bryson being 5 foot?
I'm 5 foot, man. I'm huge. I don't
Kill you.
work out my upper body. I do push-ups and pull-ups once a week
Wow.
just because
I didn't teach you that though. You know what I'm saying? You got to work out.
I don't want to because I'm big and I want to be
She
a
has always
girl.
had that problem.
I have, and I don't take nothing. I don't do nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That
You
was
know,
a blast.
I'm very glad that we talked about all that.
Me
because I don't know what I would have done. And I knew this podcast was going to go in a separate direction by getting Bryson on here. But it's perfect. So we learned about, your red light therapy.
Yeah.
We learned about your titty paintings.
Yep.
No more. technically.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, no
is
more.
no more.
We ain't got to talk about that no more.
No.
No more OnlyFans. And then you're a construction worker.
Yep.
She
Yeah.
believes in the flat earth.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And sending her chakras.
And
Yeah.
Chakras, perfect.
And ascending chakra.
Bryson, it has been an episode.
It has.
It has
I'm
been
excited
episode.
to see what you guys turn it into.
We learned a lot.
You might add 15 minutes on this because we might make Jace do a whole thing, which would be kind of funny.
Oh, I love
We might
that.
throw that in there. We'll see what happens. But anyway, what time is that? Good to go?
419, we're good.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much, Bryson. You are the best.
Thank
One
you.
of my best friends ever. And we
Yes.
will see her at the Christmas party, hopefully,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
15th. So
Yep.
let's do it, guys.
Like, follow,
go.
subscribe. You know, hit the bell
Is this
notification so
some
you know
sort of
when
like
we're posting
something
more.
we should do with you?
Fucking, you know, P deal.
Like whatever this is, some kind of like.
We should do the Elon Musk.
All right, guys. Let's go.